This conference will now be recorded.
Welcome everyone, and thank you for joining us for another 15-minute tech talk with one of the leaders here at SecureOps. Our guest today is Javier Hernandez. He is a network security architect at SecureOps. Javier has experience in both cloud computing and networking. Javier designs IT security infrastructure for Fortune 500 organizations. His experience includes deep knowledge of security technologies, including SIEMs, firewalls, VPNs, or virtual private networks, and so much more. Javier has agreed to join us today to discuss the zero trust security model and also micro-segmentation. It's concepts and technologies that so many organizations are starting to embrace, especially as they move to the cloud with concerns about their security and compliance. Javier, are you ready to get started?
Absolutely.
Perfect. Can you tell us a little bit about yourself?
Yeah, sure. First of all, thank you for having me over, Robert. It's a pleasure. As you said, I'm an IT security architect. I'm specialized in cloud and networking, and I basically design infrastructures for Fortune 500 organizations.
Great. So get us started with that zero trust security model. What is it?
So zero trust is a new reference architecture. It came online last year, pretty much. It's game-changing in many ways. But just to give you a bit of background, the organizations are changing. The infrastructure of the organizations are changing. What used to be a defined perimeter between the extranet and the intranet, it's no longer that well defined. Users are no longer working from offices. They want to access the applications from pretty much anywhere, from home or from a Starbucks coffee shop. So zero trust, it's a new reference architecture that comes online to solve these problems. What zero trust really is a reference architecture that defines a way of not trusting anything, right? And how you do that? You do that through micro-segmentation.
All right, perfect. Nice segue. So what is micro-segmentation?
So micro-segmentation is a technique to segment applications from each other, right? As I said before, organizations are making their applications available from anywhere, and that increases the attack surface. It exposes them to attackers. So what you want to do is you want to prevent using that application as a jump host to the others. You want to build barriers between applications to make sure that if one gets compromised, they cannot move to the other. And that's what it's now called east-to-west traffic.
Perfect. And for the audience, I want to let them know that Javier wrote an amazing blog post that's on the SecureOps.com website under resources. It's excellent in terms of outlining what micro-segmentation is and also the benefits. So how are most organizations implementing micro-segmentation at this point?
So we're at the earliest stages of micro-segmentation, and there isn't a well-defined strategy for it. Some organizations are doing it with a software-defined micro-segmentation tool. Some of them are using virtual firewalls or physical firewalls. Each of these solutions out there, there are many vendors and many solutions in the market, and they might not fit necessarily all the organizations. So I will recommend each organization to sit down, do an assessment, maybe a proof of concept to make sure that they are tackling the right strategy before moving forward with that.
Great, that sounds like a great place to start, that proof of concept idea. So going back to your blog post, can you go over the top benefits of micro-segmentation? You touched on them in the last question, the question before a little bit, but maybe dig a little bit deeper into those.
Absolutely. So the number one benefit of micro-segmentation is obviously increasing your security posture, right? As a security professional, your number one goal is to make sure your organization is more secure than the day before, and micro-segmentation is the way to get there nowadays. There are also other benefits like the amount of visibility that you're going to get out of these tools. That visibility will be leveraged by the security analyst of your organization, for example. But I will say that the main benefit nowadays by far it's increasing the security posture, making sure that, as I said before, if one application gets compromised, they cannot jump into the others, and that way you protect your digital assets.
Okay. And then you suggested that new security technologies are replacing old security technologies with this microsegmentation. Is the cloud making the traditional perimeter security tools obsolete?
No, I wouldn't say obsolete, not at all. All these new tools are coming as a complement of the existing tools. The perimeter is changing, the cloud is coming online. It's becoming more difficult. It's becoming harder and harder to track down your assets, to track down your activities. Everything is becoming dynamic. So the new tools out there are coming online to help on this, but definitely not to replace existing tools.
I see. Okay. So you talked a little bit about how organizations should implement microsegmentation. How about a good place to start? Just from right here with this interview with you going to the next step, what do you think the next step should be for most organizations who haven't done this yet?
Yeah, that's a very good question. Microsegmentation is not a 3-month project to get there. It's very difficult or very lengthy process from 0 to 100. So I would recommend organizations to start with their business critical applications, right? Those places where they hold the PII, the PCI, the confidential data, the source code. Just start microsegmenting those business critical applications. Of course, also start microsegmenting the external facing applications, because those are more likely to become compromised, and take it from there.
Perfect. Thank you. Well, hey, I want to thank you today for joining us. We wanted to keep it short for the audience so that they could watch this, take it all in. We also obviously want to thank the audience, and I want to make it clear. So Javier is absolutely available for any audience questions. You can certainly reach out to him through the Contact Us button on the SecureOps website, or you could chat with him through the chat technology. So with that, Javier, we hope to see you very soon. And for the audience, we hope to see you soon as well for our next video. Thank you very much and have a great day.